Okay, y'all, I'm just on here, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, but I got on here to basically talk about my experience, which was yesterday, and when it come to me and this person, we've been talking for some time, and I slowly been telling people about him. I slowly been telling people about him. Slowly been telling people about him, due to me being such a personal and private and confidential person. So when it come to this person that I went on a date with, too many people didn't know about him. My mama didn't even know about him, because I was keeping it on the low low. Then I eventually told my mama, I said, well, your grandson, stepdaddy. Oh Lord, I said stepdaddy, not stepdaddy. Well, yeah, it is stepdaddy. Well, yeah, I said it right, stepdaddy. I told my mama, I said, your grandson, stepdaddy. Eventually, your grandson, hopefully he will meet his stepdaddy one day. And I said, yes, his stepdaddy is white. So if you don't get from out of my life, get out of my life, because you're not a white man. This for white men and black women. Get from up out of here. Tyrone or whoever you is, get from out of here before I block you. I'm asking you nice before I just remove you myself. Please, please get out of my life. Because this is not talking about black men. This is talking about white men and black women. So get the fuck from out of my life before I get real unprofessional with you. Get from out of my life before I eat your ass up and leave no crumbs. I'm asking you nice. Because this ain't got nothing to do with you. Get the fuck on. Now, as I was saying, this is for white men and black women. You're not a white man, so bye. And if you is, you one of those hateful ass white men. I don't need you. Get the fuck on. I don't want you in here. Bye. Who the fuck are you? The fuck on. Get from out of my life. This is not talking about you. Bye. Whoever you is, get the fuck on. Oh, no, I ain't trying to put him in time. I just want to remove him because he been negative. Now, anyways, like I was saying, I told my mama about her new son-in-law. Basically, basically, that's what I did. I don't care where you from. Get from out of my life. I'm asking you nice before I block you. Don't care who you are. Why did you come in my life? Why did you come in my life with your racist ass? Bye. Before you get blocked. Bye. Because we don't worship black men over here. I don't care if you African American. I don't care if you Ghana. I don't care if you Nigerian. Get the fuck on. We do not praise black men over here. Bye. Gone to you black mammies, your pro-black mammies. You feel some type of way because this is alive about white men? Bye. Now, like I was saying, I finally told my mother about her future son-in-law. So, yes, I said, your stepson, not stepson, but so, that person got me a little distracted and it's hard for me to focus. I'm sorry, y'all, but I basically told my mama, I said, your son-in-law is a white man or whatever. We've been talking. This somebody I've been talking to. Been talking for 3 months. And we just went on a date and I enjoyed myself. It was so relaxing. Now, I got on here to talk to y'all about my experience. It was a good feeling and it was a good experience. That's what I will tell y'all. It was a good experience. I didn't have to pay for anything. I didn't have to pay for nothing. He paid for everything. Like I said, what I said in the community post, I didn't lie. He paid for everything, literally everything. Anyways, y'all, I had to get that person. I had to get that negative person from up out of here. But anyways, that person ego hurting because that person saw that this live said white men and black women. So that what that person ego hurt about. And that where the little jealousy and entitlement came from. But anyways, that was a hateful, racist Nigerian up in here, and I had to get him from up out of here because I don't know who he thought he was. Like I told him, we do not worship black men over here, so get the fuck on. But anyways, like I was saying, he basically came in my life, he came in my life and said, how he said it, he said, big black woman, something like that. It's something he said it had something to do with my weight. But anyways, white men love it. Okay, they love this big black woman. They love it, baby. And evidently you like this something you saw too. But he can't do nothing no more because I kicked him from up out of here because it's nothing he can do. But anyways, before that person distracted me with their negativity. Anyways, like I was saying, y'all, I'm basically only giving my experience. When I told y'all that I was gonna let y'all know how the date went, I'm on here to let y'all know how the date went. The date was good. It felt good to just be able to just rest and relax and not have to worry about anything, not have to stress about anything. It felt good to just sit back and relax. That would have felt good to do. To just sit back and relax and let the man take the lead, right? Because every black woman we want to be able to rest in our femininity. I was able to do that. I didn't have to worry about, do I need to, figure out if I need to get the check, should I bring some money with me? Because it be like that sometimes. You never know, you might have to bring some money with you. So I was concerned. I was just thinking to myself, like, what if the date go wrong? I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking like that. I'm like, what if, I have to pay for the check? Like what if this person tell me or not tell me but ask me, will I take care of the check? Or what if this person want to go 50-50 and split bills? Y'all, when I tell y'all he paid for everything, I didn't have to go in my wallet. I didn't have to go in my pocketbook. I didn't have to do nothing. I'm only giving my experience. I'm not saying that this always gonna happen. I'm just saying I feel like I got lucky. But he paid for everything. I didn't have to worry about nothing. On the date, he opened the door for me. I said, thank you. Everything was good. Unfortunately, because you got these white pookies out here, some of these white pookies can rub off on some other white men, and then especially the ones that been in prison, they be feeling like you should go 50-50 and split bills and basically do what the Tyrones believe in doing, splitting bills and going 50-50. Anyways, y'all, I didn't have to pay for nothing. He paid for everything. When I tell y'all, I felt like a queen, a goddess, a princess. I just felt so special yesterday. This man made me feel like I was on Clyde 9. I didn't have to pay for nothing. This man paid for everything. I'm seeing what some black women be saying. Some black women get lucky. When you with the right, it takes the right white man. When you got the right white man, you ain't got to worry about paying for nothing. They pay for everything. But it got to be the right one. Take you on a date. And I feel like this what I was thinking about. When you give yourself time to heal and you let yourself heal, you would not run into white men that some black women run into. You would not run into those type of white men who want you to split bills and go 50-50 because you are fully healed. You're not going to run into those type of white men where you got to worry about being the breadwinner in the relationship or in the marriage. You would not have a situation like that if you all the way healed from your traumas, your past relationships. Once you have healed your inner child the right way, you will not run into white guys that believe that you should be the breadwinner, that believe that you should be the table, that believe that they are entitled to your money, that believe that they can depend on your money, be dependent on your money, your finances, however you want to put it. This man paid for everything. Do y'all know how I felt my very first time going on a date with somebody I've been talking to, been in a relationship with for 3 months? Do y'all know how I felt when I went on a date and this man literally paid for everything? This man just asked for the check. He said, yes, can I get the check? When I say he paid for everything, he paid for everything. I feel sorry for black women who get involved with, and the reason they get involved with white men who be want to split the bill or split the check is because they not all the way healed. When you all the way healed, you are what you attract. If you is still broken, you're gonna attract another broken person with a broken mindset, a dusty mindset. That's just how it is. If you fully heal, you're gonna attract people who are on the same level as you, on the same path as you. Broken people. If you heal, you're gonna attract people who already done did the healing and the inner work. Um, the reason why some black women they get themselves in predicaments where they end up getting themselves in the same predicaments they've been got themselves in from when they was dating black men is because they don't give themselves time to heal. If you don't give yourself time to heal and you just continue to hop from relationship to relationship, you gonna end up with another race of a man, but you gonna be doing those same things you did with another race of a man that you did when you was talking to men of your own ethnicity, and that's not going to be good, and that's not going to be a good look. Not going to be a good look at all. So I feel like the biggest mistake is not giving yourself time to heal. You give yourself time to heal, you will attract the right white man if you heal. But if you don't heal, you will attract a man who is going to want you to take up his duties and his role as a man and his responsibilities. And you is gonna feel like he is your responsibility as a girlfriend or whatever, however you want to put it. You want to be with somebody. You want to be with somebody who know their role. It's very important to be dealing with a man who know their role as a man and who know their duties. If a man don't know their role and they don't know their duties, they're gonna be lost. Like, you want to be with somebody who know how to protect. You want to be with somebody who know how to lead. These are all things that I look for in a man. These are all things that I know that's important when it comes to a man. Be with a man that know how to provide. That's very important. Be with a man that naturally know how to provide. Naturally, you don't have to ask him. You don't have to feel like you begging. You don't have to feel like, oh, do I require for this or require for that? Or am I asking too much? No, you're not. Be with a man that naturally know how to provide, naturally treats you right, naturally prioritize you. We all want a man to prioritize us, value us, respect us, treat us right. We want to be loved correctly. Regardless of color, we want to be loved correctly. However, make sure you with a man that naturally know how to provide, naturally know how to lead and protect. You got to be with a man that know how to lead. A man that can't lead you to nowhere, that man is going to lead you into destruction and dysfunction. It's very important to have a man that know how to lead. Men supposed to be leaders. You can't call yourself the head of household if you don't know how to lead nothing. You just can't. That's why I don't understand some Tyrones. In their mind, they feel like, oh, well, the man's supposed to be the head. The man's supposed to. How you gonna be a head and you don't even know how to lead nothing? You don't know where to lead something from. You don't know how to get from point A to point Z. How you gonna lead something? But that's what them black mammies want to deal with. That's what them pro-black mammies, that's what they want to deal with. They want to deal with men who, what is hard and it's difficult and complicated to talk to them. You can't even have a cordial conversation with them because they feel like they know it all. Because they so arrogant. They don't want to hear nothing you got to say, but they want to hear everything. They want you to hear everything what they got to say. That's what they want to deal with. Now, the 1% of men, the 1% that some black women meet, the 1%, like I said, in my opinion, me personally, I feel like that still ain't a good look. That's still sad because every black woman don't meet that 1% black man that was raised right, raised in, the right environment, right? Or the right type of household. A lot of them was raised in, they say women are the only ones that was raised in broken homes, but you got Tyrone's that was raised in broken homes. And I genuinely believe that just like a daughter first heartbreak be their father's, I believe the same goes when it comes to the sons. The sons, they daddies be the first one to break their heart, because you supposed to teach your son about life. And a lot of fathers do not do that. When it comes to our own men, you got a lot of fathers out here that do not teach their sons correctly how to treat a woman at all. All they know is disrespect. And then they get in their feelings when you no longer want to deal with them. What woman finna deal with you when you disrespecting her and talking about her hair and her makeup? You're not gonna keep no woman like that. That's coonery. That's buffoonery. Coonery and buffoonery. And see, that's the stuff that a lot of black women is just not finna deal with no more. We throwing Tyrone's in the trash. The good percent of 1% of black men, they are not with black women. They are with non-black women. We don't care about that. We respect that. Okay, we don't care about that. Do they defend us? Do they? Yes, they do. But they have complicated ways of showing their love for us. And it's hard for me to, even though I know they be telling the truth about some things, it's hard for me to really, really, really want to listen to them and hear them out, because if you all for loving black women and protecting black women, shouldn't you have a black wife? I mean, I'm just saying, if you love black women so much, you should have a black wife, not a non-black wife. But I don't care what people do, they grown. But if you love black women so much, you should have a black wife. However, this is how I feel at the end of the day. This is how I feel. Everybody experiences are always going to be different, but it's very important to let yourself heal. If you don't let yourself heal, you'll get yourself in all kind of predicaments if you don't give yourself time to heal. It's very important to heal, and a lot of people don't feel like you should make healing a priority, but you should, because if you're not healed, all that stuff you haven't healed from is going to be balled up. It's going to be balled up. It's going to be bottled up. And you just going to be hurting innocent individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, innocent people going to be getting hurt, because of your actions or your behaviors. That's why it's important for you to heal. People should make healing a priority. I'm very glad that I've gave myself time to heal when it came to relationships, because the things that I went through in those relationships, I would have brought those same old problems and issues, internalized issues, into the next relationships or whatever. So like I always say, I'm happy for black women. I'm happy for the black women that always can sit here and brag and say, well, I got a good black man. My black man that I'm with, we've been together for years. He value me, he respect me, he appreciate me. They out here. But guess what? I agree with one black sister said, and she is on TikTok, and I love her to death because she real. And her name Proud Black Woman. And she got a backup now on TikTok. Proud Black Woman. She said, there are good black men out there, but you have to go through. One of her friends said, You have to go through a hundred black men to find a good black man who was raised right, who value their women, respect their women, treat their women right, appreciate their women. Respect their women, spoil their women, cater to their women, needs, wants. You have to go through 100. I'm not finna go through all them. I'm sorry, I'm not finna go through 100. I'm not finna go through 100 Tyrones, different Tyrones, high value Tyrones, wealthy Tyrones, however you want to put it. I'm not finna keep going through different Tyrones, even Tyrones with money. I've experienced and talked to all of them. I'm not gonna keep going through Tyrones until I find the right one. No, I'm not raised loyal. I'm not raised loyal. I'm not raised loyal like that. I no longer have that mindset where I want to be raised loyal to just a black man. And a black man is a black man. It don't matter if they African American, it don't matter if they Nigerian, it don't matter if they Ghana. It don't matter. They a black man is a black man. Those just foreign black men. Black men are black men. The majority of them, the collective of them, most of them treat women poorly and they treat women horribly. Look how that Nigerian trolling Tyrone in here with no profile picture coming up in here because he felt like he was entitled to my live and he got kicked out because he didn't know how to go when I asked him to go. He felt entitled. He felt some type of way. It hurted his ego because I'm talking about white men and black women. It hurted his ego. It hurted his fragile ego. That's why he came in here acting crazy. Um, Talking about I'm big and the rest of this stuff. And he was talking about some more stuff. These men get so mad, all of them. It ain't just African American Tyrones. It ain't just the African American Tyrone Dusties that get mad. You got some dusty Nigerians out here, dusty Ghanas, dusty Haitians. You got different black men. It ain't just African American. Black men, period, they get mad. Only the dusty ones, they get mad because they know they are trash. And they get mad because they can no longer have access, no longer have access to their own women like they used to. And that's what they be mad about. They can no longer have that access that they used to have. When you with anybody, when you with anybody, no relationship is going to be perfect. No marriage is going to be perfect. But what people funny about, the people that really trip me out is the people that, because they living in fear, they try to project their fears onto you. They try to project their insecurities onto you. Those are funny people to me, and those are dangerous people to me, because just because you living in fear don't mean I supposed to live in fear for the rest of my life. To be with a white man, to date a white man. If you living in fear and you ain't with dating white men, or you don't believe in dating white men, don't try to project that fear onto me, because I lived in fear long enough. I no longer live in fear. White men are not behind me with torches saying, nigga, I want to burn you. Like, I'm not living in fear. For what? These are new times. This is a new generation, baby. I don't gotta live here. White men appreciate me for who I am, and they love me. You have good white men out here. All of them is not what some people try to make them. This is what get on my nerves. You have white men out here that literally just be minding their business, ain't messing with nobody, making money moves, and then you got people that just want to be dusty and just try to drag them into something they ain't got nothing to do with. It is not their fault for what they ancestors did to black people. I'm tired of so many people blaming them for what their ancestors did. Shut the fuck up. There are new times now. We are not living those segregation, oppression times anymore. I'm tired of that. I'm enjoying myself. And let me tell y'all something. It's a good feeling when a black woman can just rest. That's all we ever wanted to do, is just rest and relax. It's a good feeling when you can just rest and relax. Do y'all know how happy I was when I went on that date? I was so excited, happy. I was just, it's just something about when a man lead and take control. That's a good feeling when you don't have to worry about this, that, and the third. They gonna take care of it. You ain't got to worry about no check. They gonna take care of the check. You don't have to worry about going in your purse, going in your you don't have to worry about doing none of that. He paid for it. It didn't come out of my money. So if you run into a white man that do good things for you, you can't help but to brag. They already be knowing you gonna brag about them. The good white men, they know you gonna brag about them because they know deep down inside they just genuinely good people. When you is a good person, you a good person. I can't help but to brag. What for black women are gonna naturally be submissive. Black women are naturally submissive to men that treat us right. If you treat us right, you value us, you respect us, you appreciate us, we're gonna be submissive. We're not gonna be nobody, of course, we're not gonna be nobody doormat, but we is gonna show our appreciation back. The same way you treat us, the same way you value us and appreciate us, we is going to return that energy back. But if we cannot be soft, if we can't rest and we can't be soft, we can't do none of those things. See, white men make us soft and submissive. White men make us very girly and soft. Ever since I'm sorry, I just I don't care who get bad with me. I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't care who get bad with me. As a healed black woman that had to heal from a lot of things, white men make me the softest. And naturally, I'm submissive to them. Why? Because they're not entitled. And they're not demanding you to do this, to do that. Oh, you got to have this, you got to have that. Oh, I don't like that. They don't care how you get your hair done. Y'all, I already knew that my man really didn't care how I had my hair. He didn't care if he saw me with. They don't. They don't care if. They don't care if you wear weave. They don't care. This the thing about white men. White men don't care what you do. They not in your business. They not in your business. They don't care about what you do. I can sit here and I can tell a white man, for example, they may feel some type of way about it. I can tell a white man, I done been with 60 niggas. You think they gonna sit here and say, well, I don't think you marriage material. You not marriage material. You is not a woman that I need to talk to. White men are not like that. They wasn't raised like that. Most white men do not care what you do. Whatever you did with your past, that's not going, it don't matter how much people talk about your past. If people find out something about you, that's still not going to make them stop liking you. White men have their own mind. Once their mind made up, they gonna stay in that relationship with you. They gonna stay in that marriage with you. Can't nobody convince them. Can't nobody gaslight them, manipulate them, guilt trip them. Can't nobody make them feel bad for being with you. If they want to be with you, they gonna be with you. Same thing when it come to Rose. Everybody keep telling Rose's husband to leave her. This man is not gonna go nowhere. This man, white men have that mentality where they be looking for long-lasting and long-term relationship and marriages. People are so dumb. Do your research on what white men believe in. Long-term and long-lasting. It don't matter about the ups and downs and disagreements. They believe in long-term. So it don't matter about the many arguments. It don't matter about none of those things. They believe in long term. They don't believe in just giving up and walking away and getting a divorce. That's not them. That's not them. Most white men are not shallow. Yeah, you got some out here that is, but most of the white men that I meet, they are not shallow. They do not put themselves on a pedestal and act like they ish don't stink. Tyrones do that. Tyrones do that. Tyrones put themselves on a pedestal and call themselves kings when they not kings. Because real kings act like kings. You can't call yourself a king if you don't act like one. I only call men kings who are actually kings. Most white men do not feel if you is a baby mama. They don't care about they don't care about they is not invested. They want to get to you as a person. They is not invested about your past or you being a baby mama. They do not see you less than because they still see value. And that's what Tyrones be mad about. How can you still see value in a woman that already a baby mama and got a baby daddy? That's what they be mad about. You know why? Because white men are different in their own way. All of them are different in their own way. Every other ethnicity, race of men, they are different in their own way. Besides Caucasian white men, they are different. And it don't matter how much you sit here and talk about, oh, she a baby mama, she got baby daddies, da 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 da, baby mama culture, da 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 da, she got children. White men do not care. Stop trying to make that an argument. You're not going to win with that argument because a lot of white men are going to tell you they do not care about black women being single mothers. They don't care about that. There's no argument or debate when it comes to that. They like what they like, they preference what they preference, they interested what they interested in, and you cannot change their mind. And a lot of black women are honest. They tell people like, I got a child, I got a baby daddy. Okay. And a lot of them don't care about that. They don't see you as less value because you got baby daddies. They don't, oh, well, you less value. Oh, well, you have no value. Oh, you less than. Oh, you not worthy. But white men are not like that. Tyrones are like that. And that's why they by themselves. And that's why half of them gonna end up in a goddamn nursing home. Because they too selfish to compromise and have understanding and be open-minded. instead of being arrogant, feeling like they know it all. I made people feel comfortable. That's why people love me and support me. Because I never been the type of person, and like I tell people all the time, I got a lot of channels. I got a lot of channels on YouTube. This is not my first time being on YouTube. I've been a YouTuber all my life. I just don't really do YouTube like that because I have a life outside of YouTube. But once I decided all the way, and not just halfway, once I decided all the way that I want to go ahead and all the way day out of my race, that's when I started making my YouTube channel, and I knew what kind of audience I was going to pull. I made my whole channel dedicated to basically expanding your horizons. Like you hear a lot of people say, expanding your options, not limiting your options. This channel is specifically about exploring your options. Don't let fear hold you back because fear is what held me back. I've told about my story. I've told people about how I used to have that segregated mindset. I've told people why. If you watch my videos or you watch my lives, you will hear me talk about my story. You will hear me talk about how much pressure I was up under when it came to certain family members. And yeah, I was young. You will hear me talking about how I've known white men all my life. I've went to school with white men. But I'm talking about my experiences. This is an experience. This not saying it's gonna happen every time. Hey girl, this ain't gonna happen every time. I'm not gonna sit here and convince myself and get my hopes up and have expectations and say, well, you know what? Every time I go on a date with a white man, it's gonna go good. I'm not saying it's gonna go good every time. I'm saying my first experience and finally doing it went good. But shouldn't it happen every time? Absolutely, it should. But what I'm saying is, I'm tired of these Tyrones. I'm tired of these Tyrones. I'm tired of these pro-black men. They just need to for YouTube. I'm tired of getting just done of them. All of them have the same talk points, the same old washed up talking points. They get on my nerves. I'm tired of them. They get on my nerves. They make my head hurt. They give me migraines. I'm tired of them. The controversy Tyrones, I'm tired of them whining and complaining, feeling like they entitled to who they own women talk to. It just it's annoying. We don't feel like we entitled to them, but they feel like they entitled to us. These men really need male therapists in their life, and they think they don't, but they do, because they find all different kind of battles and demons and spirits. They really fight with a lot of demons, battling with a lot of demons that they trying to project onto their own women. They not just project their insecurities, but their fear too. But you have a lot of them, they're not fearful to go get a passport. They're not fearful to go across seas and get a woman, but they're fearful when they see their women talking to other races of men. That's when they get jealous. Stop hating, baby, and congratulate. Stop hating. And a hater ain't gonna get you nowhere. Being a hater ain't gonna get you nowhere. These men be feeling entitled. They get on my nerves with their entitlement. We don't care when, first of all, when they come to get a passport. I've been hearing about all TikTok. They is the reason why a lot of men cannot do what they usually do. Like a lot of men love going cross seas. It's not that easy to go cross seas no more because they are warning people about the past. Bros. So thanks to the passport bros, they done made it hard for a lot of people to go across seas. So thank y'all for messing up and fucking up everything for other black men that want to go over the cross seas. Y'all done messed it up for any black man that want to go cross seas. All because y'all trying to convince people that y'all happy. Y'all got more options than black women. Y'all more desired. Because of the patriarchy. But what they feel about when they start talking to Becky's, they get a little privilege when they start talking to Becky's. That make them feel special and they really feel like they're the most desired men. And they put themselves on the pedestal. Oh, I got more options than my own women. And the joke was on them, right? Because guess who got more options? Black women got way more options than anybody. Ain't that something? We got options after options after options after options. We can just scroll and we can just, oh, we just, and you can look up the statistic yourself. When it comes to the dating pool, when it comes to marriage statistics don't look too good for Tyrone's. Don't look too good, baby. Don't look too good. Ooh, husbands dying in the nursing home. Ooh, it don't look too good, baby. It don't look too good. Ooh. But black women, when they get married to other races of men, it be over with. And they know that. They know once you marry another race is why you think when black women put how happy they is on TikTok with another race of a man, why you think Tyrone's they get mad? When you post your happiness, they be like this. Them the Tyrone faces, they be like, how dare she be happy? How dare? They entitled like that. They feel like, how dare my own race be married to a white man who oppressed her? They get on here, they talk about oppressors, but they oppress us more than anybody. The Tyrones, they are the oppressors. They oppress us more than anybody. We have not been oppressed more than by our own men that won't even take accountability for baby mama culture. They talk about baby mama culture. Who create baby mamas? Women can't get themselves pregnant. They sit here and whine and complain 24/7 about baby mama culture. Yes, the highest rate. Black mothers, black women having kids out of wedlock. But when you have kids out of wedlock and you marry another race of a man, they get jealous. But types, these are the same types of women who y'all claim don't got no worth, don't hit the wall. No matter what age you is, to them, you don't hit the wall. You could be young and still hateful, self-hating, dusty. Tyrone's will tell you that you hit the wall. You undesirable. It don't matter. You could be natural. They'll still tell you you undesirable. You average at best. You a 2 at best. You a 3 at best. You a 4 at best. They gonna do whatever to boost their own ego and stroke their own ego to put themselves on a pedestal when they know they ain't hitting on shit. Half of them don't even take care of their kids. Half of them still owe back child support, like one of my exes. But will sit here and try to make like they is the best Tyrone you will ever meet. It be the audacity for me, baby. Honey, I tell you, I could do so much exposing that, like, so many Tyrones would be mad with me. Because, baby, I could get on here and I could expose so many Tyrones that I have dealt with back in my day. Baby, I ain't even gonna go there. Because the Lord done took me from those trenches. But it's crazy how these men feel so entitled and they feel like they so desirable. And now that they saying that they not all that desirable, they begin on here. Oh, I see black women. They love white men. Oh, they get a black woman. They try to run game. Oh, to get a black woman, you just got to be white. You just got to be white. Just act white. But Tyrone's been trying to be in competition with white men, and they claim they haven't, but they been trying to be in competition with white men. They really jealous of white men, and they really hold a lot of hatred in their heart, low key, but they can't show it the way they show it to their women. But they really feel some way because they feel like, how do the slave masters in their mind, because that's what they call them, they so ignorant like that. How do the slave masters and how do the oppressors get our women to be in a relationship with them, to marry them? Easy, by just being a good person and valuing us, treating us right, and not demanding stuff from us and being entitled. Feeling like all black women are good for is just being slaves and servants. That's how. They cater and they be hand and foot. They don't mind doing manly duties and man roles. Simple. Not complicated, not hard, not difficult. Easy. It's easy to keep a woman happy. It's easy to keep a woman submissive and soft. They want women to be submissive and soft, but they don't even know how to make women be submissive and soft. They don't even know how to bring that out of women. And they get mad because white men, they know how to bring all the softness out of us. They know how to bring all the toughness out of us. We soft and feminine. We resting in our femininity. And that's what these Tyrones are mad about. Oh, black women don't have the same energy for us Tyrones. Of course we not. Because we lived hard lives with y'all. We was living in survivor mode. We was lifting too much weight and responsibilities when we should have just been sitting down, being able to relax and rest. With white men, we can relax and be ourselves. We can let that guard down. We can let that guard down and we can rest and relax. That's the difference. We ain't gotta stress or be worried about nothing, baby, because it's gonna be taken care of naturally. They better start listening. They better start listening and taking notes from these white men. They could learn some things. They could learn some things if they listen to them. They could learn some things. Take notes on how to keep a black woman happy, keep a black woman soft, keep a black woman safe, and protect it. How to keep a black woman, how to continue to provide a space, safe space for Black women. Make them feel safe, make them feel protected. Black women ain't just gonna be vulnerable just to be vulnerable. We have been taken advantage of. We don't do that. We're not gonna just be vulnerable to everybody, because being vulnerable, people would take advantage of that and feel like they can run over you like a doormat and feel entitled to that. No, it's a privilege to get Black women attention, to get our presence, to get access, or our body, or anything that belongs to us. And you lucky if we give you the time of the day, especially if you are dusty. That dusty Nigerian gonna come in here talking all that bomb y'all, bomb, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah. And then he thought I was gonna baby, I'm not finna read all that. Like, you sitting here just typing, just keyboard. You been a keyboard warrior, just typing, just typing, just typing. I'm not finna take up my time and read all them negative comments because you want to be noticed and you want attention. Baby, bye. Go troll on somebody else live. I'm not finna troll with you. I didn't get on here to troll, honey. I got on here to talk about something, not troll. He just want to be a keyboard warrior and just test. Like, all them comments he had in my live, like, baby, all you had to do was say 2 or 3 things and leave it at that. That's how I knew he wanted attention. I'm like, I'm gonna give you what you want, and I'm gonna give you what you asking for, baby. That, like, you want my attention just that bad, you got it. We don't have no white saviors, baby. We don't have no white saviors. We have rescuers. They rescue us. They rescue us. That's what they do. They rescue. I'm tired of people saying white saviors. Please start saying they rescue us, because really that's what they do. They rescue us from dysfunction and trauma, toxicity, and stress, anxiety, depression, postpartum depression, baby mama culture, not being married. They rescue us from the hard life to the soft life. Y'all know that. Whoo, hard with soft life. Woo, hard with soft life. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. That's how I used to feel when I was dealing with Tyrone's, honey. When I'm telling y'all, I used to be so stressed out. I can laugh about it now, but I used to be so stressed out. I didn't feel like myself. I didn't look like myself. When I started dating out of my race, I really just started feeling like the queen I have always been. It was a game changer. Once I started dating out of my race, I was just like, yeah, I love it here. I'm never going back. I'm never going back. I'm never going back. Y'all know when that girl said, what that girl said, she said, I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. I'm in this forever. What she said? She said, oh my God, I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. I'm in this forever. I said, oh no, baby. Like, no, like once I gotta experience it, no, like, baby. When you look at some of the black men that you have dealt with, I don't care about the ones that had money. Even when it comes to the ones that had money, they still was fucking dusty. Like, why do your baby mama gotta keep calling you, letting you know that you need to go see about your child? Like, it's just little stuff that I used to ignore. And then when I think about it, I'm like, These men so dusty, you have to keep on letting them know they got a responsibility to get back to. Like, here go the baby mama. Like, you need to come see about your daughter. Like, this the stuff that I used to hear in some of my relationships when I was dealing with Tyrone's. Your daughter needs you. Da 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 da. Come see about your daughter. Da 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 da. That's what black women. That's what some black women want to keep putting up with. You want to keep putting up with dealing with a man who ain't never gonna get his act right. You mean to tell me you rather keep dealing with a man that got baby mama, and they would tell you they ain't got no baby mama drama. They would tell you they ain't got no baby mama problems. Baby, they be having all that. They be having all that. Okay, the baby mama be blowing their phone up. When you confront them about it, they disappear like a coward, like one of my exes that I told y'all about. When I was asking this man questions, he disappeared. He couldn't face the truth. Tell the truth. You was still effing your baby mama, baby. You at the same time. You was messing with both of us. You was messing with both of us. You was still messing with your baby mama. It wasn't just about, oh, y'all co-parenting. And it's just, oh, I just want to go see my daughter and see about my daughter and see what my daughter wants, see what my daughter need. It wasn't about that innocent, beautiful baby. You and your baby mama was still effing around, and you thought I was dumb. This man tried to run game on me, y'all. This man thought I was dumb. Baby, I'm not dumb. I broke it off with him. I broke up with him. Who do you think you are? I don't need you or your money. I don't need you or your truck. I don't need nothing you got. Tyrone, I don't need you. I don't need you. I can do bad all by myself, baby. But a lot of relationships, honey, it taught me as a woman, and especially as a black woman, really understand your worth. Understand your value. Never settle for less ever again. Don't settle for less ever again. So what if your requirements or your expectations is high? You deserve to be on dates. You deserve to be spoiled. You deserve to be wine and dine. You deserve to be catered to with roses. A man should be knocking at your door with roses. A man should be sending money to your Cash App, PayPal, Visa. Net spend, however you want to put it. Sending money to your card. Okay? Door dashing you some food. Grubhub, all the rest of those other food apps, fast food apps. More of the story, be with somebody who's going to treat you right. Be with a man who sees value in you, because a man that don't see value in you will never treat you like a decent human being. They will treat you poorly, and they will treat you bad. And if you ask them why they treating you that way, don't do that, because that's going to give them every excuse in the book to lie to you. If you with a man who don't value you, he's going to treat you the way he feel about you. He's going to treat you poorly. He's going to talk to you poorly. He's going to disrespect you. Okay, he's going to try to downsize you. If you dealing with a man that got insecurities, severe insecurities, he's going to try to project his insecurities onto you. He's going to try to degrade you, insult you, belittle you, bully you, to make you feel bad about yourself so he can feel good about himself, and he gonna put himself on a pedestal. That's why when I hear stories about women talking about some of the men they have dealt with, and you got people that try to invalidate that as if it don't exist, as if those type of men don't exist out here, regardless of color. Any man can be an a-hole. Any man can be abusive. Any man can be a gaslighting, manipulative jerk. Any man can be arrogant. Any man can be self-efficient. Any man can be selfish, self-centered. Any man can be condescending. Any man can be with full of ego and pride. And I'm talking about in a bad way. In a bad way, men who all about their ego, they just want to make themselves look good for their ego. Those are like the worst men. And I always say that because I've dealt with guys that was like that. And men like that, they just need therapy. I'm just gonna be honest, they need therapy. They don't need no relationship. They don't need no girlfriend. They need therapy. If you gotta do stuff to make your ego feel good, just so you can feel good and feel like you is a good person, and just for you to be on a pedestal, you want women to chase you because you feel like you've been overlooked all your life. It's something you don't went. It's somewhere you don't went wrong yet. you went looking in the right place. When you been desperate, you choose wrong. You don't choose better, you choose wrong when you desperate. And when Tyrones are desperate, instead of them choosing better, they choose wrong. They don't get the right women. They try to, well, baby, this woman, she might be different, No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The truth is, y'all, like black women are the most hated, and we've been have accepted that we are the most hated. We the most hated. People is intimidated by us. People see us as a threat. We be minding our own business. We don't see them as threats. Probably because we the blueprint, and that's probably why we don't see them as threats or intimidation. We not intimidated. We don't see them as threats. But we are the biggest. We are the most biggest hated. We are the most hated. We understand that. Proud black woman, she tells the truth and she tells it like it is. The truth is, these Tyrones, they be so worried about white men being the oppressors of black women. Meanwhile, they is the ones that are the real oppressors. Let's go ahead and clock that. They oppress us, been oppressing us for years when it comes to stereotypes and all the rest of this other stuff. Stereotypes, microaggressions, that is oppressing your own women. And still they proceeds to do it, and still they proceeds to put other women on a pedestal. But let them tell it that's not oppressing. That's not oppressing to us. Let them tell it that's not oppressing. We oppressing them. We oppress them, but they oppress us. That's how delusional they are. And that's how you can tell some of them need to go back to school and get their GED and get off the slow bus. I'm just saying, because these talking points are just stupid. Like being on the public offender being on his channel, I have just watched the public offender and I have just listened to some Tyrones who have came on his stream yard, and I hear them and I listen to them talking, and I listen to their talking points. I listen to their rhetoric. I listen to their manipulation, their gaslighting tactics, manipulation tactics. And I listen to how they try to guilt trip other black men who are not like them. They try to guilt trip them into being like them or make them feel bad because they not like them, because they not trying to fit in, because they don't want to be like them. So if you don't want to be like them, you don't want to be like them. You don't want to be like crabs in a barrel. And you don't have the crabs in the barrel mentality. You not like them. You're not trying to fit in with nobody. You just want to be yourself. They get mad with you. I have been on the public offender channel, and a lot of Tyrones that I have heard, them men have some serious mental problems. Them men do not need a woman in their life. They will hurt those women. Them men got some serious anger problems. They got some serious hurt that they holding on to from their mama and their daddy. They do not need a woman in their life until they fully heal. Their heart need to heal and their mind need to heal. Those men, some of them, they need to stop being so invested, worrying about what women are doing, because women is going to do what they want to do. You can't make a woman do what she don't want to do. Women going to do what they want to do. A woman going to be a woman just like a man going to be a man. And what is so funny about me, what is so funny to me is that these men take out the time to be invested in women nature, how women act, how women see things, what women want, what women feel like they desire or they want in a man. I don't even hear a lot of black women talk about those type of things. They make stuff up. Because every black woman channel I've been on, I don't hear them talking about these, well, let me tell you what I want in a man. I want this in a man. I want that in a man. I don't hear those things. So I feel like a lot of times these men just be making things up to make it sound good and to make it look good. And that's what make them dumb and ignorant and slow and retarded. And that's why nobody don't be want to hear their talking points, because they always be acting like they coming out of a science fiction book. A science non-fiction book. Like they in science class or something. It just don't make any sense. Even when it comes to them trying to go into vocabulary, even when it comes to them trying to go into dictionary words, it don't sound right. And it's hard to understand these men because I got nicknames for them. I literally got nicknames for them. And it's so funny to me because I've been having these nicknames. I've been having these nicknames for these Dusties for I don't know how long. When they made me mad, I started giving them nicknames and stuff. Like, I started calling them, I tell y'all, like, I started calling them, what one of the words is? Insecure rejects. Nah, when it comes to insecure rejects, they hate that. They hate that word. They hate that word. Insecure rejects and the he emotional spear. The he emotional spear. They hate that word. But there's so many nicknames that black women got for them. The Dusties got so many nicknames. They should be used to it now. But I call them insecure rejects, which stands for they got rejected. And they still holding on to when they got rejected in high school. It's still like they in high school or middle school, right? So I call them insecure rejects, and I call them emotional spirit, because they always emotional. They say they always be saying we are more emotional than logical, but they more emotional than anything. These men be crying. These men cry 24/7. Every time a black woman come out, it never fail. Instead of them just being happy and clapping and applauding, with they jealousy be so loud. They envy be so loud. They entitlement be so loud. Soon as a black woman want to come out and talk about how good her other race of a man makes her feel and treat her right, appreciate her and value her and respect her, a black Tyrone want to get mad and say, "Oh, they ain't gonna last. They's not gonna last. How can she be married to somebody? How can these black women be married to somebody that have oppressed them for many years and had them as slaves?" It's never nothing good or positive. It's always something negative. And it's always something about segregation. That's the first guilt trip that they try to put onto you. They want to bring up back in those times when black women was owned by white men, and white men had them as slaves. They was enslaved. And they love to bring that up, as if we still living in those times. And it's funny to me because you don't hear nobody telling the Tyrones, "Oh, when you leave your own women, you might as well consider yourself as you done lost your black card, brother." The only one who really said you lose your black card once you talk to another race of a woman and you a black man, Dr. Umar said that. Dr. Umar said, "Please burn your black card. Burn it. Burn your black card." But black women, we didn't say that. We ain't never told Tyrones, "Oh, if you talk to another race of a woman, you might as well not consider yourself a black man or African American." We never said that, but guess what? Guess who will say that? Dr. Umar will say, "Please burn your black card." He say you dismiss yourself from the black community. Not only that, you turned your back on the black community. Your black queens, your black goddesses. You walked away and you don't claim. You no longer claim black. You trying to get rid of your blackness. You anti-black. But don't we still accept it? We'll accept that weirdo shit. We'll accept it. But we don't have to. But when black women want to come out about how happy they is to be with whatever race they want to be with, it could be, for example, um it could be a Mexican man. It could be a black woman saying, "Oh my God, I'm so happy I'm married to this Mexican man." Here go these Tyrones trying to attack and bully and gang up on this one black woman, all because she did a video saying, "Oh my God, my Mexican man treats me so right." And you don't even have to mention them. You don't even have to mention them or drag them into it and say, well, I didn't get treated like this when I was with black men. A hit dog a holler. A hit dog a holler. They tell on themselves a hit dog a holler. They be in an uproar for nothing. They be in their feelings for nothing. It's social media at the end of the day. It's going to go away one day. It might end up getting deleted, getting removed. Them people might get rid of their page or their account one day. But because, a black woman can come out and talk about how happy they is, next thing you know, honey, all hell break loose. All hell break loose. Let a black woman come on TikTok. And this happened on TikTok. People go viral on TikTok. Let a black woman come on TikTok and talk about how happy she is with another race of a man. If it ain't no black man, and if she's not race loyal, she's going to get bullied. She's going to get ganged up on by a bunch of Tyrones. She's going to get attacked. Why? Because it ain't no black man. And they feel like she should be praising and worshiping Tyrone. She should be praising and worshiping a Tyrone. She should be putting a Tyrone on a pedestal. She should be talking about a black man, but she ain't talking about a black man. She's talking about another man that she married to, another race of man. She's talking about a Mexican that make her feel good, treat her right. Soon as you talk about somebody that make you happy, soon as you talk about somebody that make you feel good, soon as you talk about somebody who done brought peace in your life and you talk about your personal experiences, they be in their feelings. But they have their own personal experiences also when it comes to women. And too many Tyrones don't have too many good experiences when it comes to women. We see that every day. But when their own women come out and talk about their experiences, they try to invalidate it as if it don't exist, as if it's all imaginary, it's all in, your head, that don't exist. Like, Tyrones have their own experiences when it comes to women. They have told the internet more than one time that they have dealt with certain types of women or certain groups of women. Some of them is learning how to stop generalizing and categorizing their women because they haven't met all black women and they haven't dated all black women. Just like some of us haven't dated all black men. And I don't want to date all black men. That don't make any sense to me. You should have to date that many black men for you to find you one that's going to just respect you and value you. Fuck that. I'm not finna do that. But anyways, good luck to black women that want to keep going through different, if you want to keep going through different black men till you find the right one, till you find the one, good luck, because I'm not finna do that. Okay, I checked out mentally. I checked out mentally a long time ago. And ever since I checked out, I don't regret for checking out. I don't regret it. I wish the best when it comes to that 1%. But 1%, it should be more than 1%. Like I said, in my personal opinion, it should be more than just 1% of good black men out here. It's no excuse. It should be more black men out here that is valuing and respecting their women and treating their women right and not taking their women for granted. It should be more that want to compromise and be a man and take on man duties and man roles. It shouldn't just be no 1% of good black men out here. It should be more than that. And that's why a lot of black women are just going where they want to go. Regardless of race, they going where they feel like it's better. Sometimes it is greener on the other side. Sometimes it is greener on the other side. Chris Brown said that grass ain't greener on the other side. Sometimes it is. You have to go where you are loved. A lot of black women is not finna be with somebody who hate them and is jealous of them and in competition with them, their accomplishments and their achievements and their goals, what they have in life, their jobs. No. It's enough black women that get killed for being lawyers, dealing with dusties, being a doctor, dealing with dusties. No, absolutely not. The black femicide don't lie. The rates don't lie. The percentages don't lie. How black women die every day. We are not having that, and we is not finna make up no excuses for none of that. And I hope y'all prepare yourself, because eventually I'm finna start coming on here talking about a lot of stuff. I'm finna start coming on here talking about the crimes. Some black women, they been doing it, they already doing it. I like crime a little bit myself, and I feel like it's important. I'm finna start getting on here talking about crime period. I'm finna start doing crime and makeup. I'm finna start getting on here talking about how black women lose their life by their own men. I'm gonna start talking about that because I don't feel like it get talked about enough, and it ain't put out enough, and it ain't loud enough. But I'm gonna start talking about how black women get unalived by dusties 24/7, and there's never no accountability for it. It's always blaming and fault, and it's always blame shifting as if they deserved that, or they deserved for that to happen to them, and they didn't. But it be mostly black women with low self-esteem that still be wanna wish upon a star and hope that Dusty Tyrone's gonna change, and they end up unaliving them. Why? Because they be jealous of them. And those men be intimidated. They be intimidated, and they see them as a threat, and they kill them. That's what Tyrone's do to you, and I'm seeing this, and it scares me as a black woman, because, let me see, I'm tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all know about viral crimes or twisted crimes. Viral crimes and twisted crimes. I'm subscribed, and I follow so many crime channels, crime and makeup channels. I don't know if you viral crimes and twisted crimes talk about how it be mostly successful black women. And it hurt me so bad because it be mostly successful black women who lose their life to a dusty, jealous, hateful, entitled, Dusty Tyrone. These black women be wealthy black women. Some of these black women be rich. Some of these black women be millionaires. They lose their life because of that. They be lawyers. They be doctors. They have good, high earning, paying jobs. And these men be jealous of them. These men see them as a threat, be intimidated by their success, by their achievements, by their accomplishments. This is what really woke me up. This is what really woke me up, y'all. As a black woman, let me tell y'all what kept making me live in fear. And this what kept scaring me. And this when I really just knew it was time for me to leave black men alone and lose hope. Lose hope for good. When I kept seeing what I'm subscribed to, when I kept seeing black women get killed for their success, for their accomplishment, achievement, goals. They're high paying jobs. Them having good jobs and taking care of a Dusty that don't have nothing. He broke, he struggling, he ain't got no job, he living off of her. And when she make a certain amount of money, he wanna kill her. Or she feel like she don't want to deal with the toxicity or the dysfunction no more in that relationship. He set her up and he plot on her. It be y'all already know. Y'all already know. Premeditated murder. A lot of black women have lost their life to their own men. That's what being raised loyal gets you at. Being raised loyal gets you to be a baby mama for the rest of your life. Being raised loyal gets you unalived. Being raised loyal gets you attacked, abused, ganged up on. That's what being raised loyal gets you at. That's why I feel sorry for these black women. They go so hard for these black men, these Tyrones. I feel sorry for black women that go so hard for Tyrones. Like, I feel sorry for the ones who still got such a weakness for those Tyrones, because literally, if you look up the black femicide rates, if you look up the rates, you look up the percentages, you look up the statistic of how many black women who have got unalived by their own men, you would be shook. I can't do it because it's too painful, but I have listened to other people talk about it. Black women are dying each and every day. Do y'all know what I was looking at when I really just tried to give one last time? I was seeing how black women lose their life for dealing with men who don't be on their level. When you have a mindset as a black woman that you want to continue to grow and you want to elevate and you want to self-improve, Dusties don't have that mindset. Dusties want to continue to be lazy and depend on somebody, want to be an opportunist, and want to continue sitting on their butt in your kids' fruit snacks. That's what Dusties want to do. Sit down and play the PS5 all day. He don't got no man duties. He don't got no man responsibilities. He don't got no man roles. You the man and the woman in the house. You the man and the woman of the house. You got to take care of everything. You got to take care of the dishes. You got to take care of the clothes. You got to take care of the trash. You got to take care of everything. Then you got to take care of him and the kids, him and the kids. That's what Dusties want to do. Dusties get comfortable with being lazy, being taken care of, and then feel like they entitled to your money. And then when you no longer want to take care of them or spend money on them, they want to set you up and kill you and unalive you, because in their mind, they feel like that's their money. That's why it's not good to take care of a Dusty, because they feel like they is entitled to get your finances. It's not good to take care of a Dusty. It's not good to take care of a Tyrone, because they feel like your money is their money. That's how they feel. Once you could just be doing it from the kindness of your heart and you just want to help. For example, you could just want to help them, but you'll let them know, I need my money back. Let me tell you something about a Dusty. Dusties will make broken promises. They will promise you and they'll tell you, oh man, you know I'm good for it. Oh man, I'm going to give you your money back. But some of them, they so selfish and stingy, and they love money so much, they won't even give you your money back. They will pretend to you, oh, I'm going to give you your money back. I got you. Then when you ask about your money, they'll give you money, but they ain't going to give you the same amount that you gave them. Never help a Dusty. Never help a Dusty. It's not good to help them, because when you help them in a way, baby, you elevating them. You elevating them. You building them up for the next woman. And the next woman they go to, they going to be with a woman. They not going to ask that woman. They know who and who not to ask money, from. They seek out women that are vulnerable and weak, when you is in a vulnerable state, you is in a vulnerable mindset, dusties can sense that from a mile away. They can sense low self-esteem. They can sense when you vulnerable, and they will sit here and literally brainwash you, play mind games with you. They'll play with your mind just to get money out of you. But really, you just being a cash cow, and really, you just being a paymaster and a sugar mama. And it be different situations for all women. It ain't the same situations for all women, cause all women different. Some women don't mind being somebody cash cow. Some women don't mind being a paymaster. You know what I'm saying? But you got women who are not being paymasters or not trying to be none of those things. Some women just genuinely just be want to help, but they want their money back. But when you do that, you are helping them, and you helping them elevate, you helping them grow, and you helping them self-improve in a way when they need to be doing it on their own, trying to figure it out on their own. Let them figure it out on their own. That would make them a man. Men figure things out on their own. When they want a job, let them figure out what kind of job they want. Don't help them. Because you know what happened when you help them? They turn their back on you, and then they feel like they let their ego get the best of them, and then they'll try to act like you haven't helped them with anything. When you can be the one that was the main one that was encouraging this man, motivating this man to get his lazy ass up and go get a job and work. Just take it from me, y'all. Just take it from me. Personal experience, I'm telling you. But like I was saying, I'm finna start talking about how Black women get unalived. I feel like it's a lot of Black women that talk about it. Um, you have Black girls unlost, and you have many other Black channels, many other Black women channels that talk about Black women devs being unalived by their own men, but it ain't enough put out there about Black women getting unalived 24/7. 24/7, there's an upload showing you Black women losing their life. It is scary. It's scary. And when I kept seeing that, that just made me think, like, at this point, it's not nothing but hatred. It's pure hatred. For you to sit here and just kill off your own women like that, that is built up, bottled up hatred, resentment. Grudge is like, you really hate your own women. Like it's like it's intentionally on purpose. It's like these Dusty Tyrones, they do this on purpose. They kill Black women on purpose because they hate Black women just that bad. It's like they just trying to erase and delete all Black women because it's so many Black women that's constantly dying, constantly dying, constantly dying, constantly dying. And it's sad because all ages Black women are dying. And it's not always where a Black woman is dying from something physically. It be men that be killing them. It be men that be killing them. It be their own men that be killing them. It be their own men that be offing them. Yes, you do got some Black women out here that is violent and abusive. But the Tyrones, they will make you do things to them and say things to them. That's not me making excuses for Black women who is like that. But I don't speak on stuff. I don't speak on when it comes to stuff like that because I feel like at the end of the day, I don't know these people behind closed doors. I don't know these people behind closed doors. So I can't say why a woman shot her husband, for example, or why she shot her boyfriend, because I don't know what this man probably said or did to make her go down that route. And Tyrones do have a lot of entitlement, a lot of mouth. Some of them is very messy, like females. They very messy, very sassy, very childish, very immature, very violent, very abusive, very deadbeat-ish. You know, they abandon their kids, they neglect their kids. They do a lot of stuff. They start stuff, you know, for women to fight about them. Crazy stuff. Because they want to prove to people, you see this? I got 2 women fighting about me. I got 2 women fighting about me. That's how you know I'm the prize. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know I'm the prize. I got 2 women want to fight about me. So I don't know what happened. So I can't speak on situations like that because I don't know what that man said or what that man did for that woman to just go off like that. Because some women have many reasons for being abusive or being violent. And 9 times out of 10, that man could have been undid something in a wrong way or said something in the wrong way, or he probably have done something in the past and the woman started back thinking about it and she just went bizarre. It's 2 to 3 sides to a story. Yes, you got black men who lose their life. You got black men who lose their life to their own women. Not much. The biggest who lose their lives is black women. Black women get killed and unalived every day. Black women get cut up. Black women get butchered. Okay? Black men get hurt, but black men don't get hurt as much as black women get hurt. I'm never gonna agree to that. Never will I agree to that. Black women get hurt more than anybody. Black women get hate more than anybody because people are just intimidated by our presence. They are just intimidated by our presence and by us just existing and breathing air and being happy and living life and having peace. We will always be the most hated because so many people are projecting their insecurities onto us. Their internalized problems and issues onto us, at least trying to. People are intimidated by black women and see black women as a threat. Black women just breathe, it's a problem. It's a problem. Just breathe air and it's a problem. Just be a black woman and just breathe. Just mind your own business. Mind your own business. Even, mind your own business when it comes to the stereotypes. Mind your own business when it comes to the microaggressions. Cultural profit, you know what I'm saying? It just you have to mind your business because it's crazy. We can't just mind our own business and just be to ourselves. It's like you got weirdos out here. You got weird people who still is entitled and have this obsession. They so obsessed and infatuated and have such an entitlement. They really be feeling like they can silence black women or they can silence black women voices, or they can mute black women, or they can shut black women up, or they can fearmonger black women. It don't work. It's too many of us. For one thing, it's too many black women out here. Way too many, and they everywhere. You can't silence all black women. People tried to silence Cynthia G, and a lot of people is trying to get Cynthia G back to where she was. Like, people tried to silence Cynthia G because they didn't like her opinions or her 2 cents or her thoughts or how she felt about Dusty Tyrone's. So they tried to silence her. But people love and support Cynthia G so much. Cynthia G is finna be back. Like, it's gonna be like she never left. I've been seeing that for myself. A lot of people really want Cynthia G to come back to YouTube. They is creating YouTube channels for her. That's how much they miss her. They want her back. People tried to silence her so she won't be able to talk about nothing no more. She won't be able to expose the truth that hurts, the hard pill to swallow. They got her off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because to them, she was bullying and she was doing hateful speech. But it's going to come a time, more and more, when a lot of Tyrone's going to be wishing that they would have took Cynthia G advice, but it's going to be too late. Because a lot of Tyrone's, they are not open-minded. Like the public offender be trying to tell them. It's like you talking to a child that's in school. It's like you talking to a child that's in school. A man that's not open-minded. A man who don't have an open mind. A man who want to talk, and won't let nobody else say nothing and want to keep talking over you. You full of ego. You need to be quiet. Listen, let somebody help you sometimes. You don't know everything. You don't know everything. You could be dumb. You may have to go back and get your GED. Shut the fuck up. The public offender, he just shh. Y'all need to. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to tell you something. But like he said, when it comes to some of them, it's like most of them, it's like you talking to a child that's in school because you trying to tell them something they won't listen. If you're a man and you don't have an open mind and you don't have an understanding and you don't know how to compromise or listen to other people's opinions, thoughts, or 2 cents, and you just get in your feelings and jump the gun and go in defense mode, your life forever gonna be hell. Because, excuse me, y'all, because for one thing, Cynthia G only got on the black men. The only black men who she didn't respect and the only black men that she got on was the Dusties that abandon and neglect their kids. The baby daddies. Them was the ones who Cynthia G mostly got on. The deadbeat fathers. The deadbeat fathers in the black community. She had every right to. And those was no lies. She spoke facts about everything she said. And not only Cynthia G would speak facts about personal experiences and hearing and listening to other black women experiences, telling her. And a lot of times when she says stuff, she has statistics to back her up. So it wasn't no hate speech. It wasn't no hate speech. And it wasn't no tearing Black men down. I feel like Tyrone's just like to say that to try to silence their own women and shut their own women up. So they won't have a voice, so they won't be able to say nothing or get nothing off their chest or expose the true nature about Tyrone's, their tendencies or their traits. Toxicity. She never said anything wrong. I used to watch Cynthia G. She had statistics to back up everything that she used to say when it came to the Dusties. Only the Dusties. Them the only Black men that she stayed getting on was the Dusties. The Dusties did videos about Cynthia G, saying she hated Black men. She talked down on Black men. How she hated Black men when she was, like I said, this is what I don't get about Tyrone's. How can you say that your own race of a woman hate Black men when the only thing she really tried to do was help y'all so y'all can get better for y'all own women in the Black community? Because y'all are the reason why Black women do not feel safe and protected in the Black community. And y'all are the reason why there are so many deadbeat fathers out here who are sperm donors. And I have one. Like I told y'all, I have one. So what Cynthia G said, it hurted some feelings. It ruffled some feathers. Who the fuck cares? It was the truth. Facts over feelings. Facts over emotions. Let's be logical when it comes to those things. She had statistics. Even other Black men agreed with Cynthia G about the deadbeat fathers in the Black community. She did not lie. She did not lie. Those was facts. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. Women do not knock themselves up and get themselves pregnant. A man have to do that. Both parties can have common sense to use protection, to use a raincoat. But a lot of Tyrones don't want to use a raincoat because just like you got some Black women who like to trap Tyrones, you got some Tyrones that like to trap women with a baby. So you won't leave them. They trap you with a child. That's what these Tyrones do. They trap women with kids. It don't matter what race you is, they want to trap you. I was happy I found Cynthia G on TikTok, like I told y'all. Because one thing about me, like I tell people all the time, I don't have to agree with everything that a person say, but I don't see that Cynthia G ever bashed all Black men. She didn't bash all Black men. She have actually let other Black men come up on her platform who wasn't Dusty's. She have talked to Black men who wasn't the Black men that she was always getting on when it comes to the ones that are deadbeats, when it comes to the ones that don't want to take accountability or responsibility for anything. She have let Black men on her channel. And they have talked about it be these Black men who don't even have their mentality, the Tyrones, who don't even think like them or feel the way they feel, have got up there and told Cynthia G that she did not lie. You didn't lie, sister. You told the truth. You didn't lie. You didn't lie at all. A lot of them don't want to take accountability. They try to keep forever blaming and found their own women for not wanting to take accountability or responsibility, but they don't want to do it. A lot of them don't want to take up accountability because the truth hurt too bad. The truth don't feel good. A lot of them was happy and they was celebrating and they was clapping, laughing and making jokes about Cynthia G being gone off YouTube. But since Cynthia G been off of YouTube, she done had more peace. This woman got more peace. This woman had, this woman was This woman was being stalked. This woman was being harassed. This woman was being exploited without her permission. People were sharing personal things about this woman. And Tyrone's be having the nerve to say they're not obsessed and infatuated. You upset. You gotta be very obsessed and infatuated with your own women to be sitting here sharing information about them without their permission or their consent. You is a obsessed, infatuated weirdo. They are weirdos and they know that they're weirdos. That's why they laugh when you tell them how weird they is, because they know they weird and they know they need help. They weird. You weird. If you sharing a woman, I don't care if it's just photos. It ain't got to be videos. If you sharing a woman photos to your community posts to try to make a point and convince people, this woman, she talk down on black men. She hate black men. You is a fucking weirdo. And it hurts your ego because you can't get no woman. If you can't get a woman, just say that. You can't get no woman, just say that. You ain't never had no play in your life, you can't get no play, just say that. You ain't never had no game, you don't know how to talk to a woman, just say that. If you ain't never been able to get a number, just say that. Because it's giving weirdo. It's giving weird. It's giving obsessed in not a good way. That woman ain't never said nothing wrong. When it came to Tyrone's, everything she said was the truth. Because I done been through it and I done experienced it. The whole Tyrone experience, that song, you better call Tyrone, call him. That song, her name, when she came out with that song, a lot of black women fail to realize listening to that song. And what the other song she got? Bag Lady. So, you know, a lot of these songs, a lot of black women have came out with songs that we used to listen to. We never really paid attention to the lyrics like that. We just used to be singing because the song sound good. But as you get older and you start back listening to those same songs that you used to listen to, that you used to replay from when you were younger, you realize that a lot of those songs had meaning to it. Erykah Badu, I love Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu was literally living. Once upon a time, she was living. She was living in struggle love. Struggle love. Like a lot of black women have. Struggle love, baby. Struggle love. Tyrone can't do nothing for you. Tyrone's can't do nothing for you but cause you nothing but heartache and stress and pain and disappointments. That's all they gonna do. And the only thing they can do to you is what is they good for? What is they good for? What is they It's just funny to me how some people try to put Tyrone's on a pedestal and call them kings. How is Tyrone kings? When I hear other black women call Tyrone kings, it's hilarious to me. Cause what makes them a king? What makes them? I understand this was black women fought, but we have learned our lesson. But this was our fault. When we was dating black men, we used to call them kings and stuff like that. Oh, girl, I'm finna cook for my queen. I mean, not my queen, but oh, girl, I'm finna cook for my king. You know what? We used to do that. And you know what? It went to their head and they felt that's why they feel so entitled to us. Because we the ones that used to call them kings and all the rest of that stuff. And then you got some black women that I never told them this, but you got some black women, and I have been around those type of black women that's very insecure. They so insecure they would tell they men, oh baby, you don't gotta work. I'll take care of everything. You ain't gotta work. I'll take care of you and I'll take care of the kids too. Biggest, biggest mistake that you could ever make as a black woman. Do you know that Tyrone gonna get so comfortable with that? And depend on that, and that Tyrone, you gonna make that Tyrone lazy. He ain't gonna want to do nothing. He ain't gonna take on no man duties. He ain't gonna take on no type of responsibility. He ain't gonna want to take on no man role. You done made this man officially comfortable to use you and take advantage of you. Oh baby, you ain't gotta do nothing. I'll take care of everything. Oh baby, you ain't gotta do nothing. I'll take care of you. Girl, bye. And them be the same type of black women that will sit here and try to peer pressure you and tell you, oh, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Turning your back. Turning your back on your black kings. Turning your back on the black man. Baby, it's a difference when you no longer race loyal. When you no longer race loyal, it do not bother you when people sit here and try to call you a bad wench and all the rest of this stuff. Like when they call me that, I removed the comment because I understand it hurt their ego because it just hurt them that I done left and I ain't on that side no more. But if we was to tell these Tyrones, y'all messing with these Beckys, y'all need to burn y'all black man cape. They gonna be mad then. If we start telling them that they slaves for Beckys and white women, they gonna get mad. Oh, y'all just jealous. Y'all just jealous. Y'all just because they more soft. They more soft and feminine than y'all. Whoo, Lord Jesus, these men be tripping me out when they be talking about that soft. Like, do they know what soft is? Like, for a woman to be soft, it takes a lot for a woman to be soft, to be in her soft era. Like, that don't mean that sometimes, you know, and we not gonna slip a little bit. And say the wrong things or do the wrong things because we will sometimes because we human, we not perfect. But when a woman is in her soft era, she is not finna go back and forth with people. She is not finna go back and forth with people. She is not finna to let energy drain pyres. I just be making up words sometimes, but she is not finna let energy sucking vampires ruin her peace. Nobody can ruin a woman peace that's in her soft era. It don't matter if it's dysfunctional, toxic family members. She's going to distance herself and keep herself distance. I have toxic family members that I'm not even in contact with and I don't regret it. And I'm not giving an explanation and I'm not apologizing for it because I'm protecting my own peace and my own sanity and my own peace of mind, peace over chaos. And your mental health is more important than anything. So ain't nobody to a woman that's in her soft era, she ain't finna let nobody disturb her peace. Nobody finna disturb her peace. Nobody is finna worry her. Nobody can make her feel bad about anything. She refused to go back and forth and drain her energy and waste her time on things that's not important. when you got things that's more important. So this is the thing. Everybody's experience is different. But Black women should not settle for less. These Tyrones are not settling for less. I bet you when they run into a woman with some money, and I have seen it too many times, they run into a woman with some money, you better know they gonna, if that woman willing to give them money, you better know them Tyrone's gonna be right there and making sure that money don't go nowhere. So when I hear Tyrones sit here and say that their own women, they ask for too much and they require too much and they're gold diggers. Baby, Tyrones are the biggest gold diggers. Are you fucking kidding me? They don't gotta know you and they'll come up confidently. They don't gotta know you from a can of paint and they'll come up to you and ask you for some money. It have happened to me. These Tyrones don't have to know you. They will come up to you and ask you for some money. These men have no shame to come up to you and ask you for some money. Another race of a man. I never had that experience with another race of a man. These Tyrones will come up to you and literally ask you for some money. They have no shame. Ain't no shame in their game. They very confident. They very bold and cocky to come up to a woman and ask a woman for some money. But then, when you ask them for some money, dang, shawty, dang, you asking for too much. Well, you know what? You shouldn't ask me. Now I'm asking you how I feel. You require too much. You too high. When really they just need to tell the truth. Baby, you can't afford what I want. You can't afford what I want. You can't afford what I need. Get the fuck on. Respectfully. And like, I'm not finna deal with no man. I'm not finna deal with no man who can't afford what I want, what I need, and what I desire. If you can't afford what I want, you gotta get the fuck on. I don't care how good you look. I don't care about none of that. I am not finna settle. I'm not finna settle. If you cannot get me what I want, I don't know what to tell you. Be with a man who can do nice things for you. Materialistic stuff lasts long as it can last. Life is short. You're supposed to enjoy the materialistic things. You just don't supposed to let those materialistic things change you. But you can enjoy the materialistic things in life. I have fun, and I've been having fun ever since. Ever since I've been dating out of my race, my experience been going good so far. My experience been going good so far, but I feel like it's very important to let yourself heal. And a lot of Black women don't let themselves heal before they decide they want to be on the dating market again, get in the dating pool again, or before they decide they want to do, before they decide they want to do interracial dating. They want to date, however you want to put it, they want to date Caucasian men, they want to date Mexican men, they want to date Indian men, they want to date whatever man they want to date, Pakistan, however you want to put it. A lot of them don't give themselves time to heal. So if you don't give yourself time to heal, you're gonna end up in the same situation or predicaments you was in for when you were dealing with African American men. That's just the truth, and that's just the realistic pill that some of them have to swallow. If you didn't fully heal, give yourself time to heal, you're going to end up with a man, another race of a man. Well, he can disrespect you and you're going to feel like, oh, he just playing. He can disrespect you. You're going to look past that. He can mistreat you and treat you poorly. You're going to look past that. He can tell you that you probably, you requiring for too much or you ask for too much. You is going to look past that. If you don't give yourself time to fully heal, you're going to be in a relationship or a marriage where you're going to be unhappy, you're going to be miserable, you're going to be stressed out, you're going to be depressed, your anxiety going to be all over the place. You got to give yourself time to heal, because if you don't, you're going to end up with the same individual in a whole nother race. You're going to be dealing with the same thing. You're going to be dealing with the struggle of. You're going to be dealing with the survival mode in the trenches. You're going to be in the trenches all over again with a whole nother race. Because you didn't give yourself time to heal, you're going to be in the trenches with another race. You're going to be going 50-50 and you're going to be splitting bills with a whole nother different race of a man. You're going to be the breadwinner in the marriage. If you don't give yourself time to heal, you're going to be the breadwinner for a man in a whole nother different race. Now, when it comes to the pro-black women, I don't really have much to say about them, because their minds are already made up until they really feel like they tired and they exhausted and they overwhelmed from trying to keep getting their hopes up and having expectations for these Tyrones. I really don't have much to say about pro-black women, because pro-black women, they mind already be made up. When it comes to Tyrones, they mind already made up that they gonna be loyal, race loyal, and they mind already be made up that they gonna do what they want to do. I gotta share something with y'all. Y'all gonna laugh. It's from proud black woman. She was replying to this black girl, this black girl. I don't know why this girl did that to herself. I think maybe she just wanted some attention, but she basically said, I don't know, I love my black kings. I might give it another 30 years. I might leave my black king in another 30 years. And when I say she got told off, she got told off. I felt sorry for her. I went in the comments, they were eating her up. They were eating her up because she was basically saying she not gonna leave black men alone to probably another 30 years, and they ate her up on TikTok. But I gotta show that video. I'm gonna show a couple of her videos. Proud black woman, because she be getting on them Tyrones, them dusty Tyrones that be worrying about black women being oppressed and black women being oppressed by white men or whatever. It's funny because I used to watch her from time to time. Used to watch her a little bit, and I finally started following her. So it was so funny because when I say she be getting on these dusties, she be getting on these dusties like she be giving it to these dusties. But yeah, you gotta, it's all about, at the end of the day, this how I look at it. You gotta be with somebody who makes you happy. Be with somebody who makes you happy. Be with somebody who make you feel good. Be with somebody who accept you for who you is. Be with somebody for who accept you for who you are. Love is still out there. You you being a baby mama, that don't make you less than. You still got value, okay? Um, the Tyrones who got community DICK and passing out the House of Virginia, them are the men who are less value and don't have no value. But we ain't gonna talk about that because that's a whole nother subject. Anyways, white men and black women, they marry. Okay? They marry. And when they marry, it study goes up when they marry. Cause baby, I ain't gonna lie. Honey, back in the days, like I tell people, child please. Honey, when I was raised loyal. Do y'all know the only thing, honey, that I used to want to talk to, even though I used to be up under a lot of peer pressure, and I found Caucasian men attractive. Child, honey, I used to be so crazy about black men. I'm not like that no more about them. I'm happy for other black women, you know what I'm saying, that be bragging, about the good black men they have. And I be telling them, look, good for you, but that's not every black woman experience, baby. You speaking for yourself, that's your experience. That's good that I'm happy for you. You got you a good black man, hallelujah. Good for you. But that is not every black woman experience. You got you a good black man, that's good for you. You got the 1%, that a lot of black women don't get or don't ever meet. That's good. Cause all black women don't get lucky like that, baby. Because the 1%, of black men, they just like they kind of just like they don't have a dusty mindset, but they just like these black men who got a mindset where they just don't wanna date their own women no more. They is they like that. They don't want to date black women. They don't see themselves marrying black women. So when it comes to the 1% of the black men, I don't give a fuck about the 1%. It should be more than that. It should just be no 1%. It should be more than that. For the black women who got the 1%, like I be telling them, that's good for y'all. But you can only speak for yourself. You can't speak for every black woman. That's your experience. You got you a good black man. Good for you. You got you a good black man. You got you a good black man that believe in being a man naturally, taking care of the roles he supposed to take care of naturally, taking care of the duties he supposed to take care of. He doing everything a man's supposed to do. Protect, lead, provide, treat you right. Okay, he not treating you poorly. Respect you, value you, appreciate you. Every black woman want to have that. Every black woman who used to dream about black love, we all wanted that. We all wish we had that, but we don't always get that. Fairy tale, right? Like Princess and the Frog. You don't always get that happening. You don't always get that little fairy tale. of like, oh, Princess and the Frog. You don't. All of us don't get that happy ending. All of us don't get healthy black love. Yeah, it's healthy black love, but it's not enough out there. If you want to, girl, I don't know. I ain't never thought about joining nothing like that. I fear stuff like that a little bit. Cause I hear about people dying and stuff. It mess with my anxiety. I don't know. But the money be good. I always hear the money be good. Somebody that I kind of know, she joined the military, and she said it don't matter which one you go to, it be worth it because you get paid good. The money be good, but it's dangerous because they got bombs and all the rest of this stuff. And you have to be able to what's the word for it? You gotta be able to ditch them you gotta be able to dodge them bombs. And you don't never be knowing when them bombs gonna come. And a lot of people have lost their life from bombs. Them bombs don't play. All I'm gonna say is prayer changes things. That's all I'm gonna say. But honey, I couldn't do nothing like that. I don't know. Um, but I feel like, I be happy, you know what I'm saying, for these black women they be talking about, well, I got a black husband and he good to me and he treat me right and he was raised right. He pay all the bills, he do this, he do that, and he not selfish and good. That's a good thing. But that's not every black woman experience. That's why I had to put that out there because some people be trying to act like that's every black woman experience. Like every black woman meet the good black guy. No, we don't. No, we don't. And I gave my experiences. I haven't met one. I haven't met one. And most of them be with non-black women. That's just the truth. You see it on TV, not on social media. You see it on TV. You see it on talk shows. Let's be realistic and not delusional. It be on talk shows. We literally see the good 1% of black men. These men be on TV with non-black women. Not black women, non-black women. They be on TV. So the good percent, they don't always, all of them, maybe I think some of them, I say some of them, the 1%, the good ones, some of them be with black women, some of them don't. Because some of them feel like their own women is beneath them. And they put themselves on this pedestal low key. But they tell you they don't care. They date all types. They like black, they like Latino, they like this, they like that. Okay, fine, that's cool. But if you love black women so much, why you not with a black woman? And that's not an entitlement, that's a question. When it comes to those good 1%, they don't be with black women. That's why I be so confused on why they be, caping so hard. Like, oh, I'm going to defend black women. I'm going to defend black women because I came from a black woman. Or, I'm gonna defend a black woman because I came from a black woman. You came from a black woman, but you're not married to a black woman. So I'm confused. You're not married to a black woman, brother. You're not married to a black woman, brother. So how is you defending black women? You is not married to a black woman. You married to a white tea woman. So it be hard for me to support black men who say that they is gonna defend and support black women when they's not married to black women. That's hard to listen to when you married to a white tea woman. I'm just saying. But anyways, and I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? I never gave these men no money. All these men that be saying they defend black women, they protect black women, when it comes to, the manosphere dudes, the save yourself black men dudes, the red pill dudes. When it comes to these dudes, I don't send these dudes money because I feel like, oh, what he's saying is so true and so right about black women. No, I don't send these men a dime. These men ain't getting none of my money. That's good that you want to support black women, but you is not gonna get none of my money, sir. I'm sorry. You better work for it. Um, or ask your wife to help you. You know what I'm saying? Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Like, I'm going to support you, but I'm not finna send you no money and support you. I'm not finna do that. I shouldn't have to do that. To prove I'm a supporter of a black man, I shouldn't have to send no money to your cash app or none of that. No, not doing that. So, like I said, I be happy for black women who got that 1%. They be like, oh, well, my man, he caters to me, he spoil me, he treat me right, he value me, he appreciate me. I don't have to worry about splitting bills or going 50-50. My man cares for me. My man loves me correctly. My man do this, my man do that. But that's not every black woman experience. And they don't put, okay, well, this is my experience, but I can't speak for other black women experiences. But this is my experience with my black husband that I'm married to, with my African American black husband. I can say that he is, out of the 1%, he is a good black man that really appreciates me and value me and treats me right and don't take me for granted and compromise. But that's not every black woman. If all of us had that, we'll be happy. If all of us had that, a lot of us wouldn't be swirling and divesting. But don't get me wrong, y'all. Swirling and divesting is a good feeling and it's fun. And I love it and I'm enjoying every bit of it, of swirling and divesting. Let me tell y'all what the temptation is. The temptation is when you dating out of your race, finally dating out of your race all the way. I'm gonna tell y'all what the temptation is. When the enemy try to remind you of your past, you have to look past that. Be strong and look past that. Because that's just the enemy trying to make your flesh back weak for things that you used to like and be interested in and be attracted to. And was once infatuated with. The enemy will try to remind you of your past. Since I've been dating out of my race, what you will face is the enemy will try to remind you of your past, on how much you used to have a weakness for a dusty black man. Okay? But you got to be strong. Because you got some good looking, good looking dusties out here. Like I told y'all, I've talked to all of them, been with all of them. Not enough to where I can be able to say, oh, I actually met a good black man. But enough to know that toxicity and dysfunction is not healthy at all. It's not worth to take yourself through. But the enemy will remind you, oh, you remember you used to have such a weakness for black men. You used to love black men. You used to love them. You loved it. The grind they walked on. But honey, it's not worth it. Be with somebody. If you can't find the right match and you ain't met the right match, do not give up. Meet somebody, honey. Eventually, the Lord will bless you. You got patience, you get blessed. If you ain't met your match yet, you will eventually meet the right person in your life. You will meet a person where you won't have to do nothing but just rest in your femininity. It's so many black women that I encourage and motivate. They be talking about how tired they is, how exhausted they is, how overwhelmed they are. And I told this one black sister, I said, I'm going to keep you in my prayers and I'm going to pray that you look, I'm going to pray that you find what you looking for. Because she was talking about how tired she be. And she said that she tired of living in survivor mode. I said, you deserve to rest and I'm going to pray that you get that. So many black women are no longer afraid to admit that they are not strong. They are not this stereotype where other people try to make them. Black women are not strong and independent. Black women need help. But you cannot help black women if you don't got no resources. If you don't have the resources, you can't help. You know help without resources. You know help to them. If black women are not dealing with a man that come with resources or anything, that's more stress on her. So she rather be by herself and be what they call strong and independent. But in reality, what Dusties really don't be wanna let out. Let the cat out the hat that they don't be wanting to let out. Black women have to be strong and independent for not only them, but for the kids that these dusty Tyrones been made with these women. They have to be strong and independent and not need no help. Because when you ask some Tyrones for help, they don't want to help. It's not too many of them in the black community that's going to help. They are selfish and stingy. They don't want to help. But then they whine and they complain about black women being so strong and independent and not needing a man. If you was just willing to naturally help, it wouldn't be that much strong and independent and don't need no man black women. The fuck? Just naturally help and say, I got this. I help you with this. Here you go. Let me help you with this. But too many of them, they not gonna do it because they fucking cowards and they the P word. Y'all already know. Too many of them ain't gonna help because they ain't man enough. And they been staying with their mama, living with their mamas all their life. And they got mommy issues. So they don't know about a man helping a woman out, doing duties, handling responsibilities. Taking on male roles. They don't know about that. They been cooped up with their mama for years. They mama couldn't teach them that. She the mama. The daddy was supposed to teach them that. So it's very important. It's very important to be with a man that know. To be with a man that know how to be a man. Be with a man that know how to be with a man. Know how to be a man. Because if they don't know how to be a man, your life is going to be pure D hell. Because you're going to be literally feeling like you re-raising a man or you re-raising somebody's son or somebody else's responsibility. Make sure they know how to be a man and act like a man, because you don't want to deal with all that trauma, all them internalized issues, insecurities, all the rest of that stuff. You don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with that. Trust me, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with that. And it's more peaceful, I'm telling you. It's more peaceful when you choose yourself. When you be selfish and you choose yourself, your life be more peaceful. I'm telling you. From experience. Long as I have been selfish by choosing myself and choosing my peace, my life been way more peaceful. I'm telling you. So yeah. My life been way more peaceful, honey. My life been peaceful. I've been living my best life. Living my best life. Y'all know that song? I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. Living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. Living my best life. Lil Duval said that. Lil Duval told people he living his best life. Child, ever since I've been dealing with white men, I done started seeing things totally different. Like y'all just don't get it. My girl. Honey, when I tell y'all, I just don't understand how some black women still want to be race loyal and just be with men that's at the bottom of the barrel. You gonna be at the bottom of the barrel right with them. I got tired of feeling like I was at the bottom. I wanted to feel like I was at the top. Every black woman should want to feel like they at the top instead of the bottom. It ain't good to keep dating down. It's not. Like, it's not good. It's not good to date down. You might think it is, and you might try to normalize it like it's healthy. It's not good to date down. Date up. Date up. Please date up. Explore your options. Don't let no Tyrones guilt trip you. They don't know nothing. They don't even know about books. Half of them they not nerds like that. They don't go to the library and look for books. They don't try to do their research on stuff. And I tell black women all the time, don't let Tyrones try to guilt trip you, honey, and make you feel bad for being with a white man. Cause honey, they gonna do what they wanna do. Do you know how many Tyrones I done seen with Becky's or Spanish women or whatever women, honey? They guess what? They gonna show off they women in your face. They gonna show off their women. They gonna flunt. They gonna flits in front and stunt, and they gonna throw their women and they gonna show off their women. They gonna show off, honey. They gonna show they women in your face. They gonna put their women in your face. So, honey, you cannot worry about Tyrones. You can't worry about who they gonna date or who they gonna be with. They gonna do what they want to regardless. We don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what Tyrones do. And that's what they be mad about. I don't care what they do. Like, I literally don't. Like, baby, I've been living in paradise. You hear me? I've been living in paradise. Honey, I've been so happy. I've been so happy since I've been dating out of my race. I've been the happiest I ever been. I told my mama, this the happiest I ever been. This is the most healthiest relationship I've ever been in. This is the most peace I have had in my life. Baby, I do not miss Tyrone's. I do not miss my exes. I do not miss being in Blackerstein. I do not miss the dysfunction. I do not miss the baby daddy drama. I do not miss none of those things. Baby, I'm happy. And I'm thriving. And I'm still doing good with my YouTube channel. I'm good. And I tell black women who live in fear, stop living in fear and have fun. Don't worry about these Tyrones. These Tyrones are going to come at you because it hurt their ego. They going to come at you because it hurt their ego. You can't pay them no mind. Their daddy didn't teach them nothing. That's why they have to learn later on in life what a woman like, what a woman don't like, how to treat a woman, how not to treat a woman, how to talk to a woman, how not to talk to a woman. That's why a lot of them, they be trying to go to other men's channels, aka dating coaches, because they be want to learn how to speak game, how to sweet talk, how to talk to a female, how to get money from a female, how to get a female number, stuff like that, little high school stuff like that. So, honey, you cannot pay no mind to Dusties. Dusties don't even be knowing they Dusties half of the time. They crabs in a barrel mentality. They don't know what they be doing. You cannot pay them no mind, honey, because they gonna do what they want to do. I pay them dust. I pay them dust, honey. I don't pay them no mind. I don't pay them no mind. Because it's just they ego hurt. They ego hurt. That's all it be. They ego be hurt. They ego be hurt. And they be jealous. And it hurt their ego. They gonna do what they want to do, honey. They gonna talk to whatever woman they want to talk to, however many flavors they want to talk to. That's why when they be trying to come with that entitlement BS, I be like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of my life before I eat your dusty ass up. Because I be trying to take it easy on them. But they love getting their feelings hurt. They love getting their feelings hurt. But anyways, I try to take it easy. I try to not go there, but they be want you to go there. But anyways, they love to try to insert themselves in something they ain't got nothing to do with, drag themselves into something they ain't got nothing to do with. And it's just funny to me because y'all are not entitled to me. I no longer I don't deal with Tyrones. I don't deal with y'all. I don't want y'all. In the most respectful way, y'all are undesirable to me. Very undesirable. Very undesirable. White men are chef kiss, baby. White men are chef kiss to me. There is nothing that a Tyrone can tell me to change my mind and convince me that I don't need to mess with a white man, stop messing with a white man. Baby, I love white men, okay? White men are chef kiss, okay? Those are my babies. And I'm talking about the good white men. I ain't talking about the bad ones out there. I'm only talking about the good ones, because you got the bad ones, you got the whatever race, you got the good and the bad and the good. I'm talking about the good white men. We appreciate them, we love them, and we respect them, and they are real men who know how to compromise, and they are men who know how to naturally be men and do what they supposed to do, and they know how to keep their women, and they don't need nobody to teach them how to keep their women. Those are the men that I'm talking about. So you can't pay Dusties no mind because they don't know what they be talking about. They do not know what they be talking about. A lot of them, they just be trolling and they just be talking to hear they self talk. Like this person that just came in, talking about some have fun, dumbass. Guess what? I be dumb, baby, because I ain't messing with y'all. I don't mess with y'all. I don't mess with the Tyrones. Y'all made me be about to throw up, be about to puke. Y'all is disgusting. Y'all is a disgrace to me. I wish I would have never dealt with y'all. Ugh. Ew. Ew. If I could take back the hands of times, baby, I would have never dealt with no Tyrones and let them have my attention, access to me, or my body. If I could take back hands of time, I wouldn't have gave them access to nothing. I wouldn't have let them have I wouldn't even let them have a presence to be in my presence. I wouldn't even gave them the time of the day. I regret it just that bad that I let these men F up my life for so long for being race loyal. If I could take it back, I would have never dealt with none of y'all motherfuckers. Never. Never, 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 never. Wanna dealt with y'all. Dusty asses. If I could take it back, I wouldn't have dealt with no Tyrones. Nerdy Tyrones with glasses, Tyrones with money, Tyrones who stay with their mama, stay with their grandma, however you want to put it. Tyrones at the fucking Tyrones. I wouldn't have dealt with them. Dealt with them, period. I feel sorry for black women who love Tyrones because Tyrones, they do you wrong. They do you wrong. They like baby boy. They want to be able to mess with both of their baby mamas at the same time. They want to continue to stay with you and they ain't bringing you no resources. They want to continue to have drama going on, but they ain't trying to find no solution to solve the problem. That is dealing with a Tyrone. That's what I ain't finna deal with. So I don't care about being dumb. I be dumb. You know what? I be dumb. I'd be dumb to not be with somebody who gonna actually value me. That would have made me dumb. That would have made me a dumbass for being with somebody who see me less than and don't see no value in me. That would have made me dumb. So no, I'm not dumb. You the dumbass for even coming in my life. You the dumbass. You a dumbass for coming in my life. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That say white men and black women. Now, like I was saying, these men, if I could take back the hands of time, I would have never dealt with them. You know what I dealt with when I was dealing with them? And this is something that Dusties would not be accountable for. Making you a baby mama. What these men's favorite line be? Oh, you can't get pregnant. I don't get women pregnant. You can't get pregnant from pre-com. You don't get pregnant from pre-com. Pre-com don't make a baby. That's what they say now. They say pre-com don't make a baby. Do your research, baby. Women can get pregnant by pre-com. Absolutely, they can. Educate yourself. They can. It's possible, and it have happened. Plenty of women have got pregnant by pre-com. Thank you very much. My pull-out game strong. Ain't that what Tyrone's be saying? Oh, my pull-out game strong. My pull-out game strong. I know you ain't pregnant. My pull-out game strong. I pulled out. It don't matter if you do that, she still can get pregnant. Y'all didn't use protection. Neither one of y'all didn't use protection. Yeah. Come on now. You still can get pregnant. I don't understand how Tyrone's feel like, man, if I pull out, this woman ain't gonna get pregnant. It's funny because my son finna be 5 years old. And then I think about how his daddy claimed, I know I ain't make no baby. I know I ain't make no baby. That can't be mine. That can't be mine. They gonna call his daddy. This the funniest thing, gonna call his daddy to get his dad on his team. Him and his dad is slow. I'm just shaking my head like y'all are some slow. I didn't used to want to admit it, but some black men in the black community that are dusties, these men be some slow motherfuckers. And it's very important to stay in school. Him and his daddy really said that women cannot get pregnant from pre-com. Do y'all know how bad I wanted to go up in my baby daddy's face and snatch his iPhone out of his hand and tell his daddy, you was a slow motherfucker and you need to take your ass back to school. Because you and your son is so fucking dumb. Y'all laughing and y'all really believe that a woman can't get pregnant from pre-com. And I've heard about these things before I even became a mother. Like, what the fuck? I know about more baby stuff than y'all do. I know more about a woman's body and productive system than y'all do. Like, some men really do not educate themselves. How dumb can you be? How dumb can you be? How dumb can you be? And it's just the truth. Like, it's funny because they really convince themselves you cannot get pregnant because they pull out game strong. They ain't gonna tell no doctor that because they know what a doctor gonna tell them. A doctor gonna be like, this man ego was so fractured, y'all, and so bruised. He got mad with me and throw the pregnancy test at me. Throw the pregnancy test at me. And wanted me to go somewhere with him. I'm not finna go nowhere with you. I don't trust you. You could be trying to harm me. You could be trying to do anything to me, to some go with you for a walk. That didn't even sound right after somebody throw a pregnancy test at you and then try to demand you to go for a walk with them because they mad because they done found out that you pregnant and you carrying their seed. That's a Tyrone for you. Come walk with me, man. Go for a walk. Come go for a walk with me. I want you to walk with me. Come on, let's go for a walk. I don't trust that because you just throw the pregnancy test at me. Anything could be on your mind. How I know you ain't trying to unalive me? Because you feel some type of way because you done made another child and you already got other baby mamas. So we didn't use no protection. Baby, take accountability for your seed that you made. This man know about his child. He know about his child. He know of his child. I never been the type of woman that want to keep somebody away from their baby. But if you want to continue to be a deadbeat and you want to be a sperm donor, then so be it. That's what you're going to be known as. No, I ain't going to have it where your son hates you. I'm going to have it where your son going to be better than you. 10 times. My son is going to be 10 times better than his dusty ass daddy. And I guarantee you that. I'm going to make sure he be better than that motherfucker. My son ain't gonna be nothing like his daddy. Nothing. Because his daddy disgusts me, makes me puke, and make me want to throw up. And he's a disgrace. Who I lost my virginity to when I was 21. I don't regret losing my virginity like I tell people because I felt like I was ready. But I do regret who I lost my virginity to. His dusty ass. I regret losing my virginity to that dusty Tyrone. That's why I'm glad I left him alone and I stopped messing with him. I got so many stories and personal experiences and story times that I can tell y'all when it comes to dusty ass Tyrones. My real life experiences, personal life experiences. When it comes to these motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. This man knew that I was gonna get pregnant. This man didn't care. This man ran away from his responsibility. When I gave this man a chance to be the best father he could, he ran away from his fucking son. And been hiding out ever since then, and he not locked up. Because I know if he was locked up or if he done got locked up or not. He hiding out like a little boy because he don't want to take on grown man responsibilities. He acting like a little boy and he don't want to be there for his child. He want to play victim and act like I got pregnant by myself. I got pregnant on my own. Motherfucker, we both made this baby. Don't play with me. We both made this child. And that's why I can't stand my baby daddy. I can't stand him. I cannot stand this man. He is disgusting to me. He have nothing to say to me. He better be glad I'm not one of those bitter baby mamas. Like I tell people, he better be glad I'm not bitter. The baby, you better be glad that I got Jesus. That I got Jesus. Because if I didn't have Jesus, ain't no telling what kind of predicament I have this man in. So he better be glad I know Jesus. I don't know which moderator had took care of that person. I handled that person, but I thank y'all for that. Whatever moderator just took care of that person down there. But anyways, that's the truth, man. Like some of these Tyrones that's baby daddies, that's daddies, they are deadbeats. They are deadbeats. They do not be want to be there for their kids. They do not be want to take responsibility and take care of their kids. I could have been to child support. Been to child support out on this man. But they be mad because black women be living their best life. Black women be happy. Black women are happier when we with white men, we happier. And that would piss off the Tyrones, and the Tyrones just be in an uproar, and they be so mad about that, and they try to attack you, and they try to gang up on you. But how you gonna try to attack and get mad with your own women and gang up on your own women? That's just like black women attacking and ganging up on and getting mad with Tyrone's when they sit here and they talk about Becky's and all the rest of this stuff, and they take pictures with them and videos with them. They do interviews with them and shit and put them on podcasts. We is not sitting here telling dusty ass Tyrone's, You know what? You talking to this woman, you talking to that woman, you going to fucking hell. Like, that's how they be acting. Like, if you talk to a white man, God is not going to forgive you because you were talking to your oppressor. I'm like, baby, it is what it is. I don't care, baby, okay? I love white men. I love white men. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. None of that. I don't care. And I will shout it from the rooftops. I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm in my happy place. I got peace. I got more peace than I ever had. I got peace. Um, this is the best experience I ever felt in my life. I never felt anything like this before. I'm not finna pretend it. I'm not finna fake it. This is the first time I really just been so happy in my life. And I'm not gonna stop it. There's gonna be good experiences. Sometimes there's gonna be bad experiences. That don't mean you supposed to just give up and lose hope and say, oh, well, you know what? I'm going back to Blackistan. Because that's what some black women do. If they have one bad experience, I'm going to just give up hope and I'm going back to the Black Kings. And I'm going to keep going through a lot of Black Kings until I find the right one. And eventually, oh, I desperately have found my Black King. No, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that. Because you shouldn't have to do all that just to find a good man. I'm not finna do that just to find a good man. Go through 100 Tyrones. Do you know how much trauma and damage that is to a person? Do you know how much emotional trauma? Mentally, do you know how much trauma that is? Go through that many men just to find a good man. Who in their right mind finna do that? A desperate woman, a woman that's just desperately seeking to find a man, want a man. Just, it could just be a piece of a man and they'll take a man. A man is a man, even if it's just a piece of a man. No, I'm not finna do that. Absolutely not. I made my decision and my choice, and my decision and my choice is final. And that's expanding my horizons. And I'm gonna continue to be with my white men. And I don't care who don't like it, who don't believe in it, who ain't with it, who is against it. Fuck y'all. If you is against Black women being happy and Black women having peace and being stress-free, who gives a fuck if you against it? If you against Black women having peace and being happy, being celebrated, all the rest of that stuff, stay mad. I don't give a fuck. Because white men accept everything that Tyrones won't accept. Everything Tyrones won't accept, they accept. Baby mama or not, still gonna get spoiled. Still gonna get catered to. Still gonna get whatever I want. Baby mama or not, still gonna get whatever I want from other races of men. It shouldn't just be no 1% of good Black men. It should be more than that. It should be more of a percentage than just 1%. This is how you know that Tyrones are failing and lacking and is at the bottom of the barrel. Because why it just got to be 1%? It should be more than just 1% of good Black men that dating and marrying Black women. That don't make any sense to me. 1%, that's not good. That's not good. That only 1% is marrying Black sisters. That is not good. That's not good. No. It's not enough black love out here. And I love to see black love. I just don't love dysfunctional, unhealthy black love. I love healthy, genuine black love. And it's not enough black love out here. That's what a lot of black women are looking at. It's not enough out here. It's a little out here, but not enough. So because a lot of black women don't meet that healthy black love, they have to do what they have to do, and they find love elsewhere, which is dating out, swirling, divesting. And that's just reality, and that's just a hard pill that some Tyrones just gonna have to follow. That's just a hard pill that they just gonna have to swallow. Gup it on down with some water, because it's the truth. It's nothing but the truth. And a lot of people that talk about the interracial marriages, they have statistics to back it up. Of how men, white men, how they really view black women, how they really view black women, how they really feel about black women. People always be in their feelings and they be mad. I don't be caring about that. Honey, I don't care. Can't no Tyrone do nothing to me. I'm grown. I talk to who I want to talk to. If I don't want to talk to them no more, I ain't gotta talk to them. And I be waiting on one of them to try me. I be waiting on one of them to try me. Cause like I be saying, it ain't no threat, it's a promise. A lot of them violent. They violent anyways. They violent anyways towards their own women. I be waiting on one of them to try me, cause I ain't gonna play with them. I promise you that I'm not. I'm not gonna start loving white men. I'm not gonna stop loving white men. Period. I'm not gonna start loving white men. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop loving white men. I'm not gonna stop. Can't none of them make me stop loving white men. Every time I get on my channel, I'm gonna talk about white men. Every time. They need to feel bad. Learn how to get some resources. Learn how to keep your women. It ought to make them feel less than and at the bottom. They ain't got no resources. You got the good percent, the good 1% that have resources and all the rest of this other stuff. They building communities. They getting stuff owned in their name. They're doing stuff. They're making moves. They're busy. They're working. They're being productive. The 1% being productive, doing what men supposed to do naturally. They don't have to be asked to do those things. They just naturally do those things. The productive black men are not online worrying about what women doing. They too busy in the office real productive black men. The 1% productive black men, they are not worrying about what women doing. They too busy trying to figure out what they got going on. They is not worrying about what their own women doing. They do not give a fuck. The only ones who really be so invested and worrying about what their own women are doing is the Tyrones. And I wish they'll stop because I don't give a fuck about them. Stop worrying about me because I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't fuck with Tyrones. Tyrones need to grow the fuck up and elevate and self-improve. And learn how to fucking compromise and listen to what somebody got to fucking say. Stop always trying to have the last word, talking over motherfuckers. Learn how to get some resources. Learn how to be productive. Learn how to build a business. Learn how to get a business. Learn how to fucking get a job and work. Be productive. Instead of being online, trying to go back and forth with fine words like a keyboard warrior, like a fucking weirdo, with no profile picture, going back and forth with a woman, telling her what she is to a white man. Who gives a fuck? Tyrones are weirdos. These men literally be sitting here worrying about what black women are doing 24/7. Every time I turn around, it never fails. On every social media platform, it's always Tyrones that's being exposed for being the fucking weirdos they are. Being obsessed and infatuated, stalking and harassing women who they claim they don't want, who is undesirable, who they hate and is jealous of, in competition with, hate and is jealous of their accomplishments, success, achievements. You can't have nothing because of them, because they feel like they is entitled to every fucking thing, even when it comes to your food stamp card. They feel like they're entitled to that. They won't just let black women just breathe. You can't breathe. You can't breathe at all. You can't breathe at all and have grace. They just have to insert themselves and they just have to drag themselves into our spaces. Then get mad when they get called out for being in our spaces. What the fuck is you doing in a black woman space who is swirling and divesting? Why is you in this space? You don't belong in this space. If you is not a black man that's swirling or divesting, if you is a black man and you just abusive and just like treating your own women poorly and beating their ass and you're pro-black, you don't have no business being on a black woman YouTube channel who is swirling and divesting. You is out of pocket and you out of place, baby. You need to go over there what a pro-black said. Because it ain't pro-black over here. I tell them all the time, it's not pro-black over here. Ain't shit pro-black over here. We love white men over here, baby. We love white men over here. Yes, we do. We love white men over here. They're our babies. They are our babies. We love them. We love them to death. Yes, we do. We love white men over here. This is not, ain't nothing pro-black over this way. Nothing. I ain't got no problem with black love because it's black love, and some people still believe in black love. Me personally, I don't believe in black love. I no longer believe in black love. It's a scam to me. I don't believe in black love. Even though it's out here, I don't believe in it. I no longer believe in it. I no longer have my hopes up for it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a lot of us black women that have been swirling and divested, and black women that have been doing it longer than me, we do not have that mindset where we have our hopes up for black love, healthy black love. Even though it's out here and some black women get lucky with it, get lucky to meet it and have met it, we do not have our hopes up for black love. I do not believe in black love. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't. I don't. I no longer believe in black love. I don't support it. I don't support the antics. I don't support the pro black ish anymore. Fuck that. I don't do that. This is not the channel for that. This is no. This is not that. This is for black women to continue to expand their horizons, have fun, keep your life full of peace, drama free, stress free, peace over chaos. This is not a pro black channel, period. Period. But you still got some people that feel entitled to certain channels. Other black women who are divested, they don't say they swirling, they just say they divested. That would make me different. See, I'm doing both. I'm different. I'm my own person. If you come to a black woman channel who is sitting here only talking about other races of men, you is out of place. This is not the channel for you. This is not the channel for you. It's just not. If it hurt your feelings that bad and you get offended that bad, if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't apply, let it fly. If you get hurt that bad and going in defense mode, baby, you don't need to be on this channel. This is not the channel for you because this is not no pro-black channel. My channel is not pro-black. My channel is not for pro-black women. It's not for pro-black men. It's not none of that. I'm not pushing none of that. I'm not pushing none of those agendas on this channel. I'm not doing it. So if you're looking for some pro-black content, you ain't gonna find it. Now, when a black sister die, get unalived, yes, I'm gonna put that on my channel, but that don't mean that I'm pro-black. This me showing how black women die and get unalived and lose their lives. I'm not pro-black. I'm not raised loyal to black men no more. Black men still be trying to talk to me. Black men still be want me. I do not want them. I do not want them. And I'm talking about real life in person. These men, real life in person, these men be want me. I do not want them. I don't want that headache. I don't want those headaches back. I don't want that trauma. I don't want that stress. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want it. Give me a white man. I'm good. Give me a white man. But I will be back on here, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the live. And to that moderator, I thank you again, whoever you is. I will be back live, y'all, but I just wanted to talk to y'all about my experience because every black woman experience is different. Roadrunner, he is finna go live eventually, and I'm gonna be waiting on his live or whatever. But I will be back live, y'all. But I just wanted to let y'all know you will find white men. You will get lucky and find those white men who will be, who will make you feel comfortable and make you feel safe. I'll tell y'all what to look out for. I feel like what's most important, if you don't feel like no butterflies in your stomach, that's a good sign and that's a good green flag. If you feel butterflies, that's not a good sign. That's a red flag. Anytime you feel butterflies for a person, it's not good. Some 9 times out of 10, something gonna happen. Anytime I ever felt butterflies, I knew something went right. This time in my life, I haven't felt butterflies since I was talking to this person, since I've been talking to this person. I have not felt butterflies at all. So y'all, I feel like this good because I haven't felt no butterflies. It just been me feeling good about this person. I haven't had no ill feelings about the person. I didn't have no bad intuition. I didn't have no bad good feeling. You supposed to pay attention to all those things. To your woman intuition, you supposed to pay attention to your woman intuition. I didn't feel none of those things. So I feel like that's good. Watch out for that when it comes to dating and going on dates, talking to people and planning to go on a date with a person. Pay attention to how you feel, your intuition and your gut feeling. If you don't got no bad intuition, um, a bad gut feeling or ill intentions about that person, then guess what? You good. But if you feel that, don't even go with it. Go to the next, be on to the next. And some black women don't do that. They just sweep it up under the rug and say, well, you know what? I know how I feel, but I'm going to still go along with this. No, that's how you put yourself in dangerous situations. Please pay attention to your woman intuition because your woman intuition never lies to you. Never lies.